It's a political firestorm that's getting hotter by the minute. President Trump is once again lashing out, this time directly at Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, a man now under criminal investigation by Trump's own Justice Department. On stage, Trump didn't hold back. He told the crowd that if the Federal Reserve were helping him, things would be much easier. But instead, he mocked Powell and confidently declared that he'd be gone soon. The comments came as Trump addressed the Detroit Economic Club, where he repeatedly blamed Powell for refusing to lower interest rates, accusing the Fed of standing in the way of economic progress. At the same time, the Justice Department has officially launched an investigation into Powell over the cost of renovations at Federal Reserve buildings. Powell has pushed back strongly, insisting the probe is politically motivated and aimed at pressuring the central bank. That concern is now being echoed by major financial leaders. JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon warned that the investigation could seriously threaten the Fed's long-standing independence. He cautioned that weakening trust in the central bank could backfire, raising inflation expectations and ultimately driving interest rates even higher over time. Republican leaders are also sounding alarms. Senate Majority Leader John Thune issued a blunt warning, saying that if the Justice Department is pursuing this case, they'd better have solid evidence. In his words, this isn't something you casually tinker with, especially when it comes to the U.S. Federal Reserve. Behind the scenes, some Republicans worry the investigation could overshadow Trump's core economic message. In Michigan, the president tried to refocus the conversation on affordability, an issue he once dismissed as a Democratic hoax, but now calls a top priority. Trump proclaimed that his economic boom has officially begun. But fresh inflation data is complicating that narrative. New numbers show inflation is up 2.7% compared to this time last year. One analysis found that the average American household is now spending about $184 more every month just to buy the same goods and services as a year ago, and nearly $600 more per month than 3 years ago. Then came a moment that quickly went viral. While touring a Ford manufacturing plant, video obtained by TMZ captured a man shouting at the president, calling him a pedophile protector. Trump appeared to mouth an expletive in response and gesture with his middle finger. The White House defended the president, saying the man was in a complete fit of rage and that Trump's response was appropriate and unambiguous. Overnight, the man who heckled the president spoke to the Washington Post, saying he seized the opportunity to speak out. He confirmed that he's now been suspended pending an internal investigation and made it clear he has absolutely no regrets. That's the latest as political tensions, economic anxiety, and public outrage continue to collide.